for joining the program. Thank you for connecting wherever you are connecting us from. We appreciate you and we welcome you to this very program. Any place you are connecting from, you're highly welcome. Like and share the program on the platform. Like and share to family and friends. Like and share to your neighbors. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting to the program. I welcome you wherever you are joining us from. I appreciate you. And I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect you wherever you are joining us from. Thank you for joining.
Different from traditional antennas.
Not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of the Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace on our coming. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Ephix and the Bibios, the Izon, the Sheki, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isodom. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Ikede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto you. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, We will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra. That your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, all this we pray, all this we ask for. In no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi Rone Bigebi. He said,
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the program wherever you are joining us from. We appreciate you. We welcome you to this very program. Please, as you join the platform, kindly like and share the program. Share the program on your platform. Share the program to family and friends. Share the program wherever you belong. Let's keep sharing so that we can reach to as many people as possible. If you're coming on this very platform for the very first time, please, I want you to subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe and also click the notification bell. Give a thumbs up to the video. These are what you're going to do to support this very platform. And I urge you to please kindly do it so that you can support the platform to grow. And you can help us also to reach out to as many people as possible. We have a responsibility to reach every Biafran across the world. You like and you share, you are actually inviting people to the platform. The social media network is not helping us. They are not making information to get play your own part by liking, sharing, and reaching out to any platform you belong, any of your WhatsApp group, family and friends, even our enemies. Share to them, let them come and hear our point of view. And if they have the balls, they can come in and make their own arguments. I appreciate everybody who has connected on this program today. And I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Wherever you are watching from, may Chukwuka be our guide and protect you and bless you. Remember, in this platform, what we do here is to encourage Biafrans. We do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. Neither do we come here to attack people. No. What we do here is constant encouragement to Biafran people to stand firm and stand strong on that path of truth. We have actually gone past the time when we respond to irresponsible comments and irresponsible people. We have gone past the time when we focus our attention on people who we are speaking carelessly. We are now in a stage where every Biafran, every genuine person on the earth have known the truth of Biafra. We are focused on restoration of Biafra. And in this restoration time, we can't afford to be distracted. You must not allow yourself to be distracted, no matter what happens, no matter who is distracting you, no matter who is talking to you. Do not allow anybody to distract you. You must focus on that direction, which is the right direction we are going. Don't allow anybody to look down on you. Don't allow anybody to distract you. We are focused on the restoration of Biafra. That is the area we are focused on the delegitimization of the Zoological Republic in Biafra land. That is where we are today. The delegitimization will continue. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, no matter their plans, no matter their propaganda, that delegitimization will continue until we become totally and absolutely free. So that is where we are. Don't allow anyone to distract you. Don't respond to irrelevant people. Focus on that direction. We are going home. And if there is something you are supposed to do to make sure that the coming of Biafra in 2023 becomes a reality, do it. If there are any support you're supposed to give that are not giving, start giving that support. That is where area you have to focus, channel your energy to. Asking yourself question, what am I going to do to see that this dream comes true? So wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to please do the needful. And as you join, you can see the link there. Use the link, come in, make your contribution at any given time. Use your time wisely and remain civil in everything you're going to say. We will not stop you, neither are we going to fight against anybody. No, we're not here for that. We're here to encourage Biafrans. So I welcome every Biafran I've able to connect, and those who are going to watch in time to come. You are all welcome. Can you hear me, my blood brother? Thank you for joining.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you.
Morning. How was your night?
Very well, thank you. Good to see you again today.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay.
Go on, my brother. I can hear you. Very well. No, you're muted. I can't hear you anymore. You're muted. I think you're muted. I can't hear you anymore. Check your device.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear. I can hear you now. Go on.
Okay. I thank everyone in this and I thank them for joining us. All I thank our PM powerful message he passed. So we pray that God should keep on giving him the.
You see?
Pius Ayim have already here his. So he should watch it out.
Yeah.
They are trying to confuse us. They are trying to go down. Try to place Biafra. They are just confusing themselves. They are not, we are going to, because we have somebody like PM in our, the way. So we are following the right direction. So I just pray that one of East just stay focused, stay strong. Nothing lasts forever. This thing will not last forever because Biafra, we are already putting our Biafra. This self-defense. They are like, not like them to take arms. They are civilian. They cannot face lockdown, stay on lockdown. Anybody that knows secretary that brother is secretary should be passing the information across all boards so that they will respect our order coming from the office of our PM. Everybody should be respected. Everybody should have the mind, because there's no choice now. It's not that you have choice that you go and think whether should respect each other or not. There's no choice. Respect. I didn't benefit from it. So let him speak for himself. Let him speak for himself, because he's from Nigeria. Cannot come and tell us what we do in Biafra land. Don't come and tell us. They are not there to represent us. They are there to represent their purpose and their family. We have our government in Ezra that are not in our affair here. So every command that comes from him, Biafra will follow. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. And one boots are for him, two boots are for him, three boots are for the good guy, 10 boots are for the good guy. He's a king of the king of the boys, king of the men that know what he's doing, a game changer.
Yes.
I am a flavor, 19 song for clear the room for the game changer. The lion is here. Before I told you, when that flavor don't do that song, everything just change. Clearly clear the road for the game changer.
Yeah, exactly.
He changed everything in the thinking of an eye. Just entered the office for the first 2 years now. It's like I've been fighting this Biafra for 2 years to come. So you fight like fight. You're not expecting to fight like in Namdekano. Everybody has his own destiny.
Exactly.
Everybody has his own destiny. Destiny is to restore Biafra. Namdekano was to bring their organize. Ojukwu one was
Yes.
when you want to cook food, you want to cook your food, you set your 3 stones before they pot to cook it very well. Ojukwu was number 1. Namdekano was number 2. And Simon is number 3. There's no number 5. It's the number 3 that we don't Biafra.
Yes.
That is what I believe. Is the last stop. There is no any other person that is coming to fight Biafra. Is the last bus stop for us to get this Biafra.
Exactly. That's our prayer.
So focus. If you stay focused, we are already there. We are already just small push. We'll be there. So I don't thank everybody, thank all the media team. Thank you guys. Because you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
You are doing a wonderful job. Without you without coming money and now. So what we are not giving you guys anything. It's not that you have for us that you are coming here every morning to come and do podcast, to come and giving people back information that is going on, that will be aware of what is going on. So God will bless you guys. God will protect you and your family. As for Bam and the rest, God will bless you. Alex and Co. Everybody that is working for the interest of this Biafra. Anybody that is not talking about this Biafra and talking about our PM, I always go there and talk nonsense to the person because I don't know it's the correct person. Sometimes even though they block me, I won't even care. I know that they are criminal. I know what the guy is doing. I know that anybody that is speaking against him, that person is a criminal.
Yes.
Anybody that is speaking on the DOS tried, they fell.
The DOS tried, they fell.
So other people also that they are trying, they will see fail. I pray God should give me
I
money
pray
that I
God
will
should
come
give
for
me
this
money that I will come for this
referendum in Finland.
in Finland.
I will be there live.
I will be there
Because I
live.
want to have
Because
the
I want to
handshake
have
with my PM.
handshake.
Being like say I don't reach heaven. The
Like
day
say I
I will
don't reach
speak
him.
with
The
him,
day
or
I will speak
have
with
a
him,
handshake with him.
have a handshake.
Being like say I don't reach heaven
Being like
because
say I don't
he's
reach
a
him because
savior of
he's a
Africa.
of Africa.
Yes.
Moses of our own
Of
time.
our own time.
We are talking of Jesus Christ, Jesus
We are
Christ,
talking
Jesus
of
Christ.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ in Biafra land
Jesus Christ in
that we
Biafra
are
land
seeing in our
that
own
we are
time. We
seeing
don't
in
want
our
to
time. We don't want to
embrace him
praise him
because it's from Africa,
because
because
from
it's from
Africa,
our own
because
place, it's
it's
from
from
our
our
own land.
own place, it's from our own land.
It's in Simon Ekpa.
It's in
It's
Simon
greater
Ekpa.
than what is
It's
in
greater
300
than
million people in Nigeria.
300 million people in Nigeria.
Sorry, you are tired.
Sorry, you are tired.
Don't be tired.
Go on, go on.
Don't be tired. Keep on.
No problem.
Don't be tired. Keep on.
Thank you, my brother.
Keep on. No problem. Thank you. I just
Thank
come
you. I
on board just
just
to appreciate you and appreciate the
appreciate you and
powerful message
appreciate
that our
the power
PM passed yesterday. That is all. Because all
because
those men that they
all
should
those
bring
names
up
to
them
bring up
that they were on that
them
meeting yesterday, they
that
should bring
on
them
that
on
meeting
board.
yesterday to
Let
bring
them
them on
send a letter to them.
send a
They are
letter to them.
fraudsters.
They are fraudsters.
Yahoo boys.
Yahoo boy.
So no problem. Let me not take
No
much of
problem.
your
Let
time,
me
sir.
not take much of your time, sir.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you. Don't mind me. Sometimes sometimes we have a long night and all that, so things get jammed up like that. But we must continue. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for your contribution, my brother. Thank you for that support. Thank you so much for that submission.
Thank you.
I'm very happy each time I see you online because you are one of the people that are giving us update on what is happening on the ground. It shows me that people are following up. You know, when you come online,
Yeah.
people will now understand that it is not only people who are abroad that are talking. People who are on the ground, they know what is happening and they are following up. Everybody is following up across the world, in any part of the world. You know, sometimes when we come online and we talk alone, they think it's just about us. They think it's only us talking. But when I talk, I open the platform, people come, they come and speak their mind. The whole world is watching. They will now understand that when our prime minister
Yes.
said that the Biafran people said,
Yes.
it is the decision of Biafran people, not one man decision. Anything that my prime minister is saying today is the decision of Biafran people. He is just our spokesperson. He is speaking our mind.
Yes.
That is why we come on different platforms and we air our opinion. I appreciate you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for that support. Thank you so much.
Yes, so
Yes.
yes.
Yes. So game on. Game on. Game on. Let the whole world watch us that
Tired of this thing that they call marriage.
that they
We are
call
tired.
marriage.
If they can see us,
If they can see us, I pray they should see us. We are tired. Nigeria is not working.
it's not working.
It's
No.
not working. No.
Anybody that
Yoruba land are there.
it's not working. It's not working.
It's not working.
Nobody's afraid of
Nobody's
anybody. Nobody's afraid of anybody. Actually, let's fight for ourselves for once. Our own is our own. Let's go for our own.
Yes, so yes,
Nobody will kill you. Nobody will kill you. Speak up. Speak out.
Speak out.
Let the true word be
True word
said.
be said.
Let the truth be said. Is it by
Is it by
force?
force?
Is it by force?
By force?
Anybody. All of us.
All of us.
And now we the benefit.
And now we the benefit.
Now we the the fat.
Fat.
Now our side they feed them.
Now our side.
But
they
now
feed
our
them.
side now they cut
But
out
now
of the
our
nation
son, now they cut out of the nation
because of this.
because of
You
this.
know, so biased to this.
So biased
To this Biafran.
to this.
They hate us to the core.
They hate us to the core.
the most disrespected.
We are not acceptable
We are not
acceptable.
acceptable.
So they should let us to go. They
So they should
stop
let
go
us
and
to go. They stop
bringing
going
our
bringing
resources to go
our
back to
resources
kill
to
us
go back
again. kill us again. Huh? Huh?
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that contribution. I thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I urge you to stand strong and continue to do whatever you are doing. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is going to be our guide and protector. So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, today is one of those difficult days. You know, in this social media, it is not easy for you to preach Biafra. I bet you, it is not easy to preach Biafra on social media. It is not easy. Because you are going to be getting attacked from every angle, spiritual and physical, men, women, even your own people. They are going to be attacking you. It takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of God for you to be a preacher of Biafra on social media. Forget about people who are chasing cloud. Forget about people who want to be known. People who want to build their platform because they want to talk about Biafra so that people pay attention. Forget about those people. I mean the genuine Biafra. For you to be a genuine Biafra agitator on social media, it takes a lot of guts. Because the social media itself is not going to allow you, they're not going to promote your program, they're not going to make you sing. They will try as much as they can to hide you. Just like today. We have been on this program today for almost 26 minutes and we can't even have up to 20 viewers. Do you see? We have been here for almost 30 minutes and we can have up to 20 viewers in a program. It is not ordinary. This is a platform that have thousands of followers, but yet when we come online, it is difficult to reach out to people. It is not ordinary. They are trying to hold us back and make sure that we don't reach the people we are supposed to reach. But that is not going to discourage us. I've already given myself that assignment that if I come here, even if it's only one person, I am going to preach my message completely and then let's go. Let you be my breath on it and do whatever I want to do with it. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So, going forward on our today's discussion, as you have seen me chosen on that very comment section, if you read the comment section, you see the topic we have chosen there. We say the long-awaited time has come. That time we have been waiting for, it has finally come. The long-awaited time. End of the road for political saboteurs and moles activated. The long-awaited time has come. Every one of you that listened to our Prime Minister yesterday's broadcast, if you have listened attentively to the broadcast of yesterday, you will understand better. This time is not the time to miss the broadcast of our Prime Minister. But if you have missed that broadcast, after this program, I am going to post that broadcast on this platform so that people that missed it can be able to key in and enjoy. Those that missed it can be able to watch it because it is very, very important. Vital information are being passed in every of those broadcasts. That long-awaited time has finally come. If you listen attentively to the message of our promise yesterday, you will understand a lot. You will know that the Biafra we are talking about is already with us. It's already with us. It's left for us to now make it manifest that every other eyes should see it. Those of us who are hardcore Biafrans, who have the blood of Biafra flowing in our veins, already we can see it clearly that Biafra has come. We are not expecting it to come anywhere. It has come. What we are doing today is to make sure we push forward the manifestation of that very thing we have seen to exist. And when you listen to the program yesterday, you see that that long-awaited time has finally arrived. For a very long time, many of you have been waiting for this moment. For a very long time, many of you have been waiting for a very moment, calling for action, 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 action. When I come online to preach, you look at the comment section, what you'll be hearing, oh, action, action. You are not doing it, you are talking, really talking, talking. We are no longer talking. You can see our Prime Minister. He doesn't do exposition the way he used to do before. His broadcast is once in a while, emergency, emergency, unlike before. So we have graduated to a different level. Today, we are in the phase of restoration. The delegitimization of the Zulaka Republic is on a high gear. It's on a high gear. And he have had our Prime Minister yesterday. On yesterday's program, he explained how the five phases of this very struggle. the three phases of the restoration of Biafra, and the three are moving together in pari passu. The three procedures, the three ways, the three strategies on how to get Biafra, they are moving together in pari passu. One of them is the political means. The other one is the diplomatic means. And the third one is the armed struggle. And these three are on a high gear. The self-defense of Biafra people can be translated as the armed struggle. The self-defense of Biafra land can be translated as the armed struggle. The diplomatic means, you are seeing our consulates opening right, left, and center, far and wide. You are hearing about the referendum that we are planning on Finland this month. That is the political means. That's the diplomatic means. The political means has been activated fully to delegitimize every politician in Biafra land. The delegitimization of Nigerian government in Biafra land, the political means, it's ongoing on a high scale. Yesterday, the enemies of Biafra gathered, as usual. They gathered in their usual way and they concocted all their lies, they preached all their falsehood, they made all their plans against us. As they have always gathered. And we know that they will gather because for those of us who are Christian, we know that the Bible said that they will gather. The enemies will gather. You can never stop them from gathering. They will gather. But because they are not gathering for the good thing, because they're not gathering in the name of Chukwuka, they will definitely scatter. That is what we read in the Bible. As for gathering, enemies will always gather. If you are praying that they will not gather, you are wasting your time. We gather. Just like you see them gather in Imo State yesterday. You see the gathering of the vultures in Imo State. They will always gather. But because their gathering is not of the Lord, their gathering is not of Chukwuka, it is going to scatter. It's not using any fruit. You saw on that gathering, the only thing they were discussing is how to stop the coming of Biafra. How can any sane person be fighting against himself? How can any sane person reject freedom? How? How can any well-meaning person reject freedom in a platter of gold? I have never seen such, except in this era, of those who claim to be elites of themselves, not of us. Because as Biafran is concerned, there's nothing like leader, just like Simon ever said. Just like our Prime Minister said, the only leaders we know in Biafra today is the Biafra Republic of Nigeria under the cabinet of Biafra. That is the only lead we know today. That is the only authority we know. That is the only voice we listen to. There is no other voice apart from that voice. And I tell you, as long as we continue to listen to the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, we are going to do exploit, and our victory is guaranteed. Wherever you are today and you are not listening to the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, you are on your own. When you listen to what those who call themselves politicians, those who call themselves your representative, when you listen to what they were saying in their evil gathering, are you not worried? Are you not worried? When I listen to what was said in that meeting, more especially by the so-called Pius Anyim, somebody who has become a Senate president in the Zoological Republic with nothing to offer. In our own culture, because of their selfish interest. They are ready to give up even our freedom because of their own personal interest. When I heard that man open his mouth and talk, I'll be wondering, how can anybody hear that man talk and yet you call him an intelligent man? How can you hear that man talk and you still call him your leader as a Biafran? How can you hear that man speak and you still see him as an elite in Biafra land? That man, Pius Anyim, who was made a Senate president in Nigeria, obviously have shown us that he has an empty brain. There's nothing in his brain. Just like every other politician. And this is the way they are. These people have lost their sense of reasoning simply because of their personal and selfish interest. I had that clown open his mouth and say that the situation now in Nigeria is not as the same as the situation we had during the 1967 war. That the situation in Nigeria now is much better than what you had in 1970. There's nothing that will warrant us to begin to demand for self-determination now. That the situation is better. And I ask myself, is this man living in this planet or in another planet? And I want to ask this man who called himself Pius Anyim, what has changed since 1967 up to date? What have changed in the attitude of the Zoological Republic towards the Biafran people? What has changed? Can that man mention a single thing that have changed from the attitude of the Zoological Republic against Biafrans since 1967 to date? You cannot find any. And please, let's us make this very discussion very interactive. If you know anything you can be able to point out that have changed from 1967 till date towards Biafran people, can you please write it on the comment section? I would like to read it out for the whole world to see. Personally, I have not seen any changes. Situation have gotten worse than it was then. Situation has gotten worse than it was in 1967. So for somebody who claims to be a leader, somebody who claims to be speaking on your behalf, to come out and tell you that you have no right to demand for self-determination because that your situation now is better than how it was in 1967. That man is insane. He is sick. He is sick. I want Pius Anyim to tell us what has changed from 1967 till date. And let me give him one of the simplest things you can use to determine if there were changes. One of the simplest things. After the Civil War in 1970, the Zoological Republic of Nigeria said they are going to implement the 3R: reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reintegration. I want to ask, this 3R, has any one of these 3R been implemented up to this minute as you're watching this video? Can somebody go and ask Pius Anyim the 3R that the federal government of Nigeria promised after the Civil War, have they implemented any? Reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reintegration. Have they implemented any? In case you don't know, even the evil man in Anambra State confirmed it. The criminal who is the governor of Anambra State, Solu, there, when the governor of Anambra State was still reminding Atiku Abubakar of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria made for the Biafran people after the Civil War, and he mentioned the 3R. This is after 60 years plus. After 50 years plus, none was implemented. I want somebody to go and ask Pius Anyim what has changed Is it the loss of life of Biafrans that have changed? Today, we are losing more Biafrans than ever. We are today. It is not only program. Bombs are being thrown in Biafra land, even when there is no war. Properties, homes of people are being destroyed. Businesses are being destroyed. Today, a Biafran person have been marked for death only because he is a Biafran. Today, simple identifying yourself as a Biafran makes you a dead man. That is the only thing the Nigerian military, the only thing they need to take your life is just to put a Biafran flag on you. Just to attach you to Biafra and you are gone. What else will be worse than that? What else will be worse than that? The pogrom that happened in the 1967 POB in the Zoo River. We can't forget it. Using POB. On several occasions, when we gather to pray, they open fire. People lost their life. The election that I just conducted a few days ago, many Biafrans lost their livelihood, lost their properties, lost their businesses. Many have returned to village simply because they wanted to exercise their democratic right. And throughout all this period of trials and temptation, through this time of intimidation, I did not see any one of these idiots that was in Enugu. This pious Ayim has not opened his mouth one day to speak. The people that lost their life during the Nigerian criminal election were all Biafrans. If not all, let's not put this as all. 80% of people that lost their livelihood, their properties during this ended election were all Biafrans. I have never heard Pius Anyim come out on national TV to make a case for them. Not even an apology was that to them. There was no compensation whatsoever. Many have gone back to the village simply because they wanted to participate in a country they believe is theirs in election. And with all this evil happening right, left, and center, with all these attacks, intimidation, and loss of life, a man will come and tell me that what is happening today does not warrant, that cannot compare to what happened in 1967. That is not the same situation. The situation today is worse because we are in 21st century. This is why it is worse. In 1967, we can say then people were not that developed. In 1967, so many things were not in place. I can say in 1967, we were just babies crawling. We didn't prepare for what was coming. In 1967, we were taken unawares. We were walking peacefully and diligently, thinking that we were dealing with humans, not knowing that we were dealing with monsters. We were taken unawares in 1967. In 2003, in 21st century, the global world is open. There are certain things you cannot do in the open. Today, everything is done under camouflage. In 21st century, everything is done under camouflage. So when you compare the situation in 1967, when things were virgin, when people had no access to information, when you can stay in your house and commit your crime and nobody knows about it, things happen. But in this 21st century, when there is social media, where things go, they do a lot of things and they hide it. It doesn't mean that it's not happening. But people do no longer do things in the open. They always use camouflage. They camouflage it, they give it a name that is going to be accepted to people, and they continue to commit the same crime, even worse than that crime you have in 1967. How can any man that took his mother's breast, that went to the four wall of education, come out and tell me that the situation in 1967 and that now is not the same? How? You see how confused these people are. And if I have not seen, I have seen thousands of people, including those who are not Biafran, coming on national TV to say that the civil war has not ended and the situation. Have said it time and time again that these people, the hatred against the Biafrans have intensified worse than it was before. We have seen people who are not even Biafran confessing about this. And yet, somebody who claimed to be your elite will come out and tell you that you have no right to demand for your self-determination, even when he doesn't make any case for you. He has no plan to make you have a say. He has no plan to make you have a voice. It is about him and him. And the most disturbing one is that this very man who stood openly, shamelessly to speak to Biafran people has denied Biafran time and time again. Just recently during the election, he denied being associated with Igbo Biafrans, which is where he comes from. He denied his identity. This same man denied his own identity because of his selfish and personal interests. That is how bad it is. And I want to tell you, go and check every northern that have run for any position. Go and check. Have they ever denied their identity? They never denied. In fact, they put their tribe first. Go and check. Every other person that contested from any other region have never, ever denied whom they are, where they come from, or their tribe. In fact, the Fulanis put their own tribe first. That is why we saw on television, a serving governor of Bauchi State, who even contested in the past presidential election, came out and said that a Fulani man is a Fulani man anywhere you see them. It does not matter where they come from. And he said that they don't just see themselves as Nigerian, they see themselves as a Fulani man. They identify themselves as Fulanis first. The man that said this was contesting for president and just ended the election. And when he made that statement, he was a governor of Bauchi State. As a governor, he said it. That they are Fulanis. Any place you see them, he's a Fulani. That he is first of all a Fulani before you can bring your Nigeria or whatever to eat. In fact, he said that every Fulani man across the world identify as a Fulani. This word came out. It was not hidden. In the secret. He said it in the open. Before the whole world. But when you being a Biafran, only then and then you can begin to make meaning. Lie from the pit of hell. And they embrace this lie. They pursue this lie. They focus on this lie and they promote it. It is a very sad and pitiable condition that we have found ourselves. And we can no longer continue to accept this as the norm. There is no way we will continue to accept this as the norm. Why would you accept denying yourself whom you are for you to acquire a position? Why? Why? The people you are contesting with. A Fulani man will first of all introduce himself as a Fulani man before ever he talks about your so-called Zoological Republic. I am giving you an example of a serving governor. When he was still in power, serving, he made it openly. He said it on national TV that their agenda is Fulani agenda. He didn't hide it. They are that they are one as Fulanis. And they are trying to accommodate them in that your zoological public. When he was asked about the money, the oil they explore, the money they steal from your tax pay money, that they are going to use it. He didn't miss one. He said it openly and proudly. But when it comes to Biafran people, they deny whom they are just to please the enemy. That is why you see this man who called himself pious and impious. You see that buffoon coming to tell people who cannot stand on the truth. And you look at him. The only gathering they are gathering, they gather to fight against their own people. Gathering of vultures. When they gather in the Imo State and hold a meeting, their meeting was just against their own people. But in the north, what do you see? The northerners are meeting to defend their own. And they even open their mouth and say that the terrorists are their foot soldiers. The northerners, they protect their terrorists as their foot soldiers. That is why you see the Minister of Defense, who is still a northern, have told them that you are free. That you are free to communicate with them. That you are free to associate with them. That you are free to mingle with anybody to mingle with. That is how bad it is. Wherever you are watching this program from, any place you are citing this program, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabia, you must stand up for what is right now, not tomorrow. You must stand up now, not tomorrow. A lot of things have gone wrong in the past. So many things have gone wrong. And we must not continue to accept second class. Not ever. Not anymore. Gave us the strength, gave us the energy, gave us the courage to stand together. We must stand together for no matter what happens. We will continue to stand together for better, for worse. I pray that you will awaken our spirits and make us to realize that the only option that we have today is for us to focus on our freedom. Except we continue to focus on our freedom, we will never ever have freedom. We won't be free. Except we focus on our freedom, our situation will become worse. Except we focus on our freedom, things will never ever get better. We have come a very long way. We have passed through difficult times. We have passed through so many intimidations. We have passed through so many failures. And we are now in a time when we have to pick up our responsibility and be whom we are supposed to be. Only Chukwu Okike can direct us and teach us our path. Let us not deviate from that which we are supposed to do. Let us not deviate. Every one of us must continue to pay attention. You have seen the announcement made by our Prime Minister on his broadcast. I am going to share that progress after this program. I will share the progress so that people who didn't watch it will see the broadcast. On that very announcement, he made a lot of things clear to us. He brought so many informations close to us, and he shows us the direction we should go. To intimidate you at any cost. We have come a long way, and we cannot afford to go back. They will receive their shame and their punishment. You're welcome, my brother. Thank you for joining. Good to see you again today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Thank you so much for joining.
Are you hearing me?
Good to see you.
Are you?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I work.
I work.
Very well, thank you.
More grace. More grace.
More grace.
You have done. You have done your own.
You have done your own.
Pious and impious.
Pious and impious.
One thing about that fool
One
is
thing
that
about that fool is that
there is no road that lead to his village.
that lead to his village.
Where he reach is only Ebonyi State town.
He reach his only in
When
state
he reach
town.
there, he go move back to Abuja.
Move back to Abuja.
And what is happening in Ebonyi State?
What is happening in Ebonyi State?
He have been Senate president for some years.
Senate president for some years.
For Ebonyi State, nothing.
State, nothing.
For all those 80, I think the time I'm in secondary school, he came to play some people their wire. I think around that is there is you know there's let me just conclude. For Pious and Empires, you know, the reason why you come out is just that make it just come out as because last thing, okay, let me just stop because I've been Senate president for some time. That is the reason he's talking because when you look at that interview, nothing is nothing. You not get any single point. You not get any single point. But this Biafra will swallow all of them. After he swallow all of them, Biafra will come. Very short, and I don't even know if he don't get too much to the letter. Which money don't make him stomach swell up. But that is stomach, he go bust this time around. So whatever they want, there is nothing. The reason why you even come is just that the game have changed. Game have changed. So he just to come and say his own opinion, let me say he talk because he know this thing he himself to collect. To collect. So if they like, let them go to national TV. And the national TV of Nigeria is nothing but the organization of liars. The both NPO, channel, all of them, organization of liars. Even the journalists, why wouldn't because you know that the journalists know the truth. That interview, he knows the truth, but he don't want to say the truth. He just covering and asking unnecessary questions. He know what the man is saying. He know what is happening in Nigeria. You're a journalist. You are asking unnecessary questions. You know what he knows what to answer and knows what to do. But due to selfish interest of the money, because we see that in mind. But you say China don't win how many awards for being a better channel, and all of them, all television in Nigeria is liars. Even radio station liars. At times I will listen to this to radio station. They know the question because what face is that you know the solution of something and they're still asking unnecessary questions. Why this one not be? Why this one not be? Why this one not be? I think yesterday I'm listening for one radio station. They're asking one question. They're asking me. Like even me, I got angry. You know the simple thing. What is this? Tell the government the truth. They don't want to say it. So my brother, let them continue moving, putting hand in this one. I see, say if water dey swallow somebody, you know, the person go dey find you where they will hold. If they like, let them go. One thing I believe that any adult wey dey fish for water, if mama side not drink am, if papa side go drink am. So if they like, let them do whatever they want to do. I think they get siblings in Nigeria. If they don't get siblings, they get uncles. They must collect them for them. So thank you very much, my brother. More grace. More grace.
Thank you
More
so much,
grace.
my beloved
Thank you.
brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to guide and protect you. So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching far and wide, any place you are watching from, I appreciate every one of you that have contributed. Today, you can see we have few followers today, few observers today. We have few people watching today, and it is not because Biafrans do not want to be part of the program. It is because notification is not going to them. They are trying to cover up our information. They are trying to make us look smaller than we are. But we will not stop. No matter how they try to stop us, we can't allow them to stop us. We will continue to make wave and continue to make our points hard. They can't stop us. Let them continue to try. Let them continue to try to discourage us. We can't be discouraged. We are going to continue to fight this battle until we are completely free. And nothing will stop us. You're welcome, my beloved brother Ifeanyi. Thank you for joining. Good to see you.
Yeah, bro, you are great.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Your
How
mic
is your
is a
family?
little bit low.
Huh?
Low.
My mic?
Yeah, it's low.
Wow. That's maybe I
But
would
it's
say
okay.
distance or the station. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but not quite well.
Okay. I think maybe I have to reset it. That have to be later. Let's just go on, make your contribution. Just go on and make your contribution. I will try to reset it and see if I can raise the volume.
Well, my brother, I have nothing much to say this afternoon. My own side. But I want to ask our people something. Hope Uzodinma is there yesterday, promising you that he has company in Canada, and he had a meeting with a company of European Union that December he will send 4,000 youths to Canada and Europe to go and work there. And these useless people that was giving 5,000 there was jumping up and jubilating that is going to pay for a flight. I say, what kind of people are these? Now the question you should ask yourself is this: will a Canada government promise a Canadian citizen that is going to get job for him outside Canada? That he will provide job opportunity for them outside Canada. And the Canada people will leave him. Are they not going to stay here to that? So Imo State is not good to bring down the company, establish the company in Imo State so that you will work in your own state and earn money. And he is telling you that he's going to do it
on a December after the election. Oh God. I'm laughing, please. I'm laughing.
I'm laughing, jeez. I'm laughing hard.
My brother, when I saw that video, I laughed. I thought to myself, talk about it today, sir. It's very funny.
Honestly,
But
this is what I'm
any
on, honestly.
sensible person will believe that a government is
So,
promising its citizens. A government of
for the past 4 years, he has been killing Imo people.
He has been killing Imo people.
Abroad.
He has been killing Imo people for the past 4 years. And you that survived the first 4 years, he now call you and say, so you survive it. In the next second 4 years, I will kill you. And you are there jumping up.
You say you buy tickets for them. You buy tickets for them.
Jeez, this is laughing.
Honestly, it's laughing.
These people are so shameless.
Just hold on, please.
I'll get back.
Okay. They are so shameless. You see, what my brother just reminded me of here now, I even forgot to speak about that because there are certain issues in this program. There are certain issues I just feel that they don't want attending to. But most of the time when they're being called up, we need to talk about them. When I
I'm sorry, my brother. It's my son. You know, whenever they are watching this, their cartoon, it will enter their brain. A whole governor
is promising the people
that they want to send you packing out of your land. So who is he going to govern, if I may ask? If he send all of you out, who is he going to govern? Then he will have the chance to bring in the Fulani terrorists to finish the one that is remaining. And people are there clapping for him. Rejoicing. There is no good road. There is no good road. Past 4 years, there is no good
For the
road
past
in
4
Imo
years,
State.
there is no good road in Imo
There
State.
is no good hospital.
There is no good hospital.
People are being owned salary. People houses are being bombed by the Nigeria terrorist army. And the same man is promising you that he's going to buy tickets. And you believe him. Hi. Excuse me. Like yesterday I was. I said, where can we say a sniper? A good one. A good one. That would delete this wasted spam.
You forgot that our PM is a sniper. Our Prime Minister is a sniper.
No. Our Prime Minister. This man don't need to be taken out by our Prime Minister. Honestly. Because he doesn't deserve it. I pity for our people. I was watching that yesterday. I was crying in my mind. I was crying bitterly too. These people have taken us for a joke. They have taken us for a ride for a very long time. And people are buying that joke. A government, someone that you vote in, cannot provide job opportunity for you. The man want to send you out to go to Canada. Had he been that is going to do it, it will be a good thing. He's not going to do it, which you and I know. He's not even going to do it. Because Hope Uzodinma look like someone who has a meeting with the Canada government. Can a Canadian government listen to a criminal like him?
You see one funny. Can you calculate the flight ticket for 400,000 people to Canada?
Just
flight ticket alone.
calculate the flight ticket. The
Flight ticket of
flight
400,000
people.
people
A factory that can employ
can
400,000
build more than two factories in Imo State that will employ more than 20,000 people.
20,000 people.
More than 800,000 people. They can build a factory that will give more than 800,000 people
800,000 people.
steady food with good salary. Is this not a joke? It's all right. It's our people that wanted it that way.
That they wanted it that way.
If they want to obey the instruction given to them,
to them.
but if they decide
But
to
if they
sacrifice
decide
themselves
to sacrifice
for the
themselves
people who doesn't care about them,
for the people who doesn't care about
it's
them,
up to them. Even God said that He has given us the right to choose
even God said that He has given us the right to choose
whether to choose light
whether
or
to
to
choose
choose
light.
death. So the choice
So
is
the
yours.
choice is yours.
If you want your
Once
liberation,
your liberation,
you obey every
you obey
instruction given
every
to you.
instruction given to you.
But if you want to
If you want to
go with one Nigeria and die for one Nigeria,
for one Nigeria,
it's up to you.
it's up to you.
I salute you, my brother.
I salute you, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for that submission and that reminder. I believe that many audience must have been waiting for that discussion, but now you brought it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my
Yeah.
brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. My regards to your family. Thank you so much. So, my fellow Biafrans, you see, it is so important that some issues are touched. This is how these people have made us a joke. They have made governance a joke. They have made everything in that contraption a joke. Everything to them is a joke. They are never serious about anything. That is why a governor will come and tell you that he is promising you a job in another country. In a time where even I think their federal government was even talking about people stopping people from making japa. In a time where they are complaining that people are losing, the skilled workers are leaving the country, and now you are now promising your own people that they are going to move, and you see some clowns there shouting, all those who he has paid. You see his paid crowds, they are raising up their hand and shouting. That is how they have looked down on us. But I pray that every one of us will retrace our step and begin to do the right thing. It is so shameful and so sad what we see online. It is so shameful and so sad what we continue to see in the life of these people that call themselves politicians. They have nothing to offer you. The earlier we wake up and take our destiny to our own hand, the better for us. You're welcome, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Brother
Yeah, thank you for joining. You're welcome.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear. Go on.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear. Speak up. Speak to Biafran people. They can hear you.
Yeah, good. It's sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just. This is my first time of joining your program.
Your program.
But this sound, your voice is not coming out. We are not hearing what you are saying.
We are not hearing what you are saying. Wow, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it's a very serious problem. We are not hearing what you are saying.
We are not hearing what you are saying at all. Oh my God, I am so sorry.
Yeah, I have to even put a Bluetooth to hear you a little bit. But somebody that's calling, like Mazifani, his voice was okay.
His voice was okay.
But and it's having echo when I say I'm hearing my voice back. So I don't know. You have to check it. You have to check your system. Yeah, you're right. I have to check that. I think if I still complaining about that also, it's from my own. Yeah, I'm hearing echo too. When I speak, my voice will come back to me again. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Are you still here? Yeah, can you still hear it now? Yeah, yeah, I'm still having the echo. I'm still having the echo. Yeah, the echo is coming. It's still coming. Yeah, the echo is coming. It's still coming out. You're speaking double. My voice is coming double. My voice is coming double. Wow. This is a serious issue.
Okay, speak again. Let me see if you can.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, it's better now. It's better now. But the echo is still coming. But your voice is better. But the echo is still. I'm hearing my voice double.
Yeah. Okay. I think what is causing is when you are talking. If you are speaking, I'm going to mute myself. When you're speaking, I will mute myself. Just speak on, because I think when I leave myself muted, I do not.
It's better. Your sound, your voice is okay now.
Okay. Okay. So when you
Yeah,
are
your
speaking
voice is
now,
okay.
I will mute myself so that the echo will not come.
Okay, let me. I'm just because of the sound. That's why I just call in to let you know it. Because if you are speaking and nobody's hearing you, it doesn't make any sense.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I really
well done.
I appreciate so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
So
well
much.
done. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm driving. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye bye.
So, my fellow Biafrans, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that interruption in the voice. I think it was a technical problem, and I think we have to resolve it. And our next broadcast is going to be better. I really, really apologize to everyone that has been able to be around. So please, this is why I need people to be contributing. Look at my brother coming in to give that complaint. If he hadn't done it, I wouldn't know how serious the problem is. So that is why I urge people, as you on the comment section participating, it is an interactive section. When there is a mistake, I might say something that is wrong. I might say something that you don't buy into. I might say something that is incorrect. You have every right to make the corrections. Call my attention at all time. I appreciate you, my beloved brother, for that calling my attention. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for those who have not been hearing me clearly all this while, due to one thing or the other. I don't know where the interruption was coming from, but I really apologize. And it's not gonna happen again in the next program. I'm gonna try and make sure I resolve the issue. Thank you so much for joining wherever you're joining from. I appreciate you. And I think we're going to end the program here and continue by tomorrow by the special guest of Kevin. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support, all your messages, and all your encouragements. I appreciate every one of you, and I pray that Chukwu Kevin will guide and protect you. Every Biafran friends, everyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom, you shall receive freedom in your lifetime. May Chukwu Kevin guide and protect all the members of Biafra Republic in exile, all the members of the cabinet, guide and protect the ESN, the Liberation Army, the media warriors, and the Umuada. May Chukwu come and guide and protect all of us. May Chukwu come and guide and protect our Prime Minister, Master Simon Epa, who is doing a wonderful work for us. May Chukwu come and guide and protect him, secure him, and give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I pray that Chukwu Kabiama will strengthen him in all his will. I pray that Chukwu Kabiama will guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandekano, wherever he is. We commit him to the hand of Chukwu Kabiama for guidance, for protection, for safety, for security. Thank you, Chukwu Kabiama, for you have done it already. Fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you, and I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Kabiama. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for joining. See you tomorrow.